YouTube, my name is Shir and welcome to my channel. On today's video I'm going to make miso and chocolate chip cookies. So if you know miso, it's usually used for soups or for like add an umami taste, and I feel like in baking goods it adds this extra saltiness, umami that works really well in cookies and with sweet things in general. So I really wanted to make this cookies. These are kind of soft, chewy kind of cookies. It took me a few tries to develop, and I feel like I have one good recipe. I think that for these times, having something sweet is always nice, and if you haven't tried baking before, then I feel like now could be a good time to start. These cookies are for the salty sweet kind of person, so if you like your baking goods a little bit salty, then it's for you. I don't use a lot of miso, but you do have the feel of it. It also adds texture, like a little bit of stickiness. This is why it's a little bit different than regular chocolate chip cookies. So let's get into it. Okay, so we start by cutting 120 grams of chocolate, dark chocolate. This time I use marzipan Rittersport. And this one is, I bought it from Edeka. It's with salted almonds. I thought it will work together since marzipan is from almonds as well. And I already know that the marzipan kind works well with the miso. So let's start by cutting it. Just cut it to the chunks that you'd like. You can also use chocolate chips. That's fine as well. I kind of like the different texture that chunks create. And we're done. Set it aside until we're using it. To a large bowl, I had 100 grams of butter cut into cubes, my miso paste, and my sugars. I have here 100 grams of brown sugar and 80 grams of regular custard sugar, and I add it to the bowl. And I cream them together. I use a hand mixer. You can also use stand mixer or mix it together with a fork. So this is how it looks after I creamed it. You see it's soft. This is the texture, something like this. To this I add 1 egg and half teaspoon of vanilla extract or paste. Now we mix again. Looks like this. To the mixture I sieve my flour that I mixed with 2 grams of baking powder and 2 grams of baking soda. I sieve it so it will be more texture-wise will be better. And I also add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and mix. I scrub the edges with a spatula so it will be all combined. And when it's almost entirely combined, you have some bits of flour still. I add the chocolate that I already cut before. To this I add crush a handful of freeze-dried raspberry. It's totally optional, you don't have to do this, but I feel like it works really well with the miso. It also comes in chocolates as well, so if you find chocolate that has it in, I highly recommend to use it in these cookies. Or in general, just use it, it's really nice. And now I just mix it with the spatula so that everything is combined and well distributed. I want all of my cookies to have all of the flavors together. It looks nice. Looks very nice. I really like it. My dough is pretty nice, so I'm going to weigh 35 grams of it. Around 35, it could be 36, 34. And then I'm going to roll them into balls and freeze for at least 30 minutes. Please forgive me about the light change. It's a very cloudy day and it changes like every 5 seconds. Now I finished them with Maldon on top. A little bit. It's also optional, not mandatory. It's only for people who really like another zest of saltiness. So I just sprinkle them a little bit on top, not too much. And then I freeze them for at least half an hour. I'll see how they will be in half an hour and then I decide. It needs to be firm because we want them to kind of stay in their form because I want to keep them moist inside. So it needs to firm up a little bit and then we can bake it. Okay, so I checked the cookies that I put in the freezer and they're firm enough. So I heat in an oven to 135 degrees Celsius and I'm waiting for it to be hot. I spread the cookies around in the tray and I bake it for 11 minutes. What you need to look for is for the cookies to be golden brown in the edges and in the middle be a little bit less brown. Okay, I put the cookies on a cooling rack to cool down. I think they're cold enough right now. Let's check this one. It's still warm to touch and this is how, wow, this is so pretty. I'm so happy. This is how they are in the back. It's a little bit golden brown even. And you see the edges are a bit more golden. And now we'll open it. Oh my god. Jesus. Wow. Texture-wise, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I did bake it more than I told you before because I made them the other time smaller, so I baked it for less time. So I think it's around 13 minutes, more than 11. Let's have a bite. So yummy. So good. Texture is perfect. The outer layer is a little bit crispy. It changes when you store it. It gets less crispy, but when you take it off the oven and wait for around 15 minutes, then it should be this texture. Inside it's really soft and chewy, like I like. This is how I like it. If you want it less chewy, you should bake it 2 minutes more, around 15 or 16 even minutes. So it will be less chewy and more crispy. Amazing. One of my best cookies. Make them. If you make them, please hashtag ShirEats or mention me and I'll reshare your story or the photo. I'm going to pack like almost all of them and bring them to my friends that live really close and we switch foods. So I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please tell me in the comments below what else would you like to see next on the channel. What would you like to make during the quarantine? Tell me and I'll try to make it for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you get notifications when I upload new videos. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye!